This is a pretty special typewriter. This is about 1955. Smith Corona wanted to come out with an electric typewriter, and they wanted to get out into the market quickly. So they took their existing manual typewriter line and electrified it. So this is pretty neat. This is the first portable electric typewriter, and it is portable. It's about 1/3 the mass of a Selectric. There's the size of my hand. So this is a great typing machine. It comes with the case. And so it has a case. It is portable. It's not the lightest thing, but it is probably one of the lightest electric typewriters that were made, at least in the metal. And it's good solid metal construction. So this has some interesting things. I can tell this was most likely a single owner, because what you'll see on these is the paint is all chipped up along here, almost on all of them. And that's when somebody's using it and they have a wedding ring. And they come across here and it just chips over time, and these are a mess. If you notice, there's not a single chip or mark there. But if you get the light just right, not through the paint, just a slight rub mark right here in the crinkle finish. So what that means is one person just consistently holding their hand like this and going across here, and just the edge of their hand just brushing this thousands and thousands and thousands of times. So that's kind of neat. Now this is the original paint. That's why this is a collectible one. Extremely collectible. It has some paint wear, which is normal, so that you can tell it hasn't been repainted. Usually this is worn and rusted. There's just little tiny wear marks on the front. One little scratch here, but it just shows the wear, shows the character, and shows it's original. Look at this. The ink, you'll see that from cleaning, all these numbers will kind of be smudged. They are perfect. The chrome is perfect. These knobs will be broken off from being dropped on the case. This will take the brunt and these will crack. This all still works. Look, the original insulation back here is in perfect condition. It's not peeling or ungluing. All the margin works back here. Now where the wear is, and this is normal, is from when it's in the case, coming in and out and closing the case, from down here, from where this little hook goes in from the case, and then here and here. That's normal, and I think that just shows the character of it, shows that it's original and vintage. So in excellent working condition. So one of the neat things this came with is this piece of paper, and what it tells us is that it came from St. Petersburg, Florida, and it was serviced in 1997 when they replaced the cord, cleaned it, and put a new ribbon in. And it was lubricated, and they replaced the carriage mainspring for a total of $55. Now this is interesting. Back in 1992, their shop rate was $47 per hour. And they worked on cash registers, which I think is funny. They charge a lot of money for working on cash registers. If they came out to your place to work on your cash register, that was $65 an hour. And that was back in 1997. That's just crazy. You can at least double that or triple that today. So let's get this thing typing so you can see how wonderful it works. Another neat thing about this had all the options on it. Since this was their top of the line, they wanted to come out with everything. There are other models. The lower models got this bar and this bar, which are really nice little rollers, but you didn't get the paper bale. And then in some, you got the paper bale, but not these rollers. But on this one, they just threw everything at it, and they put both of them in. So let's see. I've also got a purple and orange ribbon in this. You can buy different colored ribbons and put them in here. Really nice. Again, look at the insulation cover. No rust. Everything's great. So you turn it on right here. Now this is a manual. Mostly it's manual. And strangely though, they threw one other neat little bonus here. So on these early ones with other companies, you had a manual shift. This is a powered shift. So if you turn it off and hit it, nothing happens. So I think that's really cool. Also, this has a powered space bar. Turn it off. Some of them had manual space bars. Ones that came after this, even 10 years later, still had manual space bars, manual shift. So this really was amazing. It is so well built. The stuff that Smith Corona was building in the 50s is their best stuff. It is just crazy. When they went into the plastics and all and started saving money and cheaping out, not so good. All right, so this is a 10 character per inch one. So what you'll find is, as far as typewriters go, electric typewriters especially, this is extremely quiet. This is something you could use in one room, and somebody else on the other side of the house isn't going to hear it. Your neighbors aren't going to hear it. You can also type very quickly. So get manual here, has single, double, triple spacing. Love the sound of that shift. Excellent typewriter. You can go very quickly on these. Let's see, here's your carriage release. This is your paper bail release, so you can straighten the paper. Single, double, triple spacing here. Pretty straightforward machine. Your different colors are set here. So we can do the orange. Let's get on a new line here. All oiled and clean, running smooth as can be. Alright, so available for purchase.